This week we're sitting down with one of the actors from Battlefront 2.
If only there was a wise old statue to tell us which one.
Yeah, if only.
This week on the Star Wars Show, Andy sits down with Battlefront 2's TJ Ramini. We check out an R2-D2 flash mob, and much, much more. Now, from the Lucasfilm headquarters, it's the Star Wars Show.
Hey, I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Andy Gutierrez. Welcome to the Star Wars Show, the only Star Wars show on the internet that blah, 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 blah.
Wow, okay, I know we have bad writing around here, but there's no reason to criticize it on the air.
I wasn't. The prompter literally said blah, 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 blah.
Huh. Guess our writer is frustrated with us today. Let's go to the news.
Star Wars Galactic Nights is returning to Disney's Hollywood studios again this December, just in time for the release of Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Huh. Neat how that synergy works. The one-night-only event will be hosted by Warwick Davis and feature tons of galactic destinations, as well as state-of-the-art projections on landmarks like the Tower of Terror.
Plus, the Star Wars show's own correspondent, David Collins, will be hosting an exclusive panel discussion with Lucasfilm's Doug Chiang, as well as Imagineers Robin Reardon, Chris Beatty, and Scott Trowbridge that will give guests an inside look at the development of the upcoming Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
And it wouldn't be Galactic Nights without lots of photo ops, costumes, and Star Wars-themed food as well.
Oh yeah, love me some lightsaber churros. To learn more about Star Wars Galactic Nights, including ticket information, check out this link.
The original soundtrack for Star Wars A New Hope is being reissued on vinyl on December 1st.
But not any sort of vinyl, oh no. This one has a hologram on it.
The 3LP 180-gram set features a 48-page hardcover book with a 3D hologram of the Death Star on side 1 and the 40th anniversary logo etched into the record on side 2.
For more information, check out DisneyMusicEmporium.com.
Canto Bight, the new series of stories based on the casino city as seen in The Last Jedi, has released a new excerpt from the book ahead of its December 5th release.
The excerpt is from The Ride by John Jackson Miller, one of 4 stories featured in the novella, and is available for your reading pleasure right now on StarWars.com.
Disney Emoji Blitz has added new Star Wars characters to the game in a limited time event that runs now through November 12th.
During the Star Wars Villains event, you can collect Rey, Finn, BB-8, and Kylo Ren as you use the light side emojis to double your attack impact against Kylo.
And if you collect an emoji in the game, it's yours to use in the future. For more about the event, including an interview with the executive producer and art director of the game, check out StarWars.com.
Finally,
oh, Kevin the Ewok, what are you doing here?
But we're in the middle of the news. What could you possibly have that's more important?
Ah, yes, of course.
What do you say?
He said, the following segment is a paid advertisement from our friends at Sphero, because he's an Ewok and a lawyer.
Kevin the Ewok, Esquire.
Look at him, he's heading for that small moon.
That's no moon.
We have TJ Ramini in the studio today, and we're going to talk all about Battlefront, because it's so close.
It is, yeah.
That must be super exciting for you, because you've been working on this for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we shot for about 4 months. You know, it was extraordinary. I think we all kind of knew, even on the table read, this is going to be exceptional. I mean, not only because it's a Star Wars project and it's something that we all took very seriously and we're very kind of passionate about, but it's just a great team. It was just the right people in the right room at the right time. And the fact that we got to rehearse before we shot was massive for us because it helped us to really find the characters and to understand the relationship, because I think for the three of us, you know, for myself and for Janina and for Paul, having the time to rehearse and sort of find those relationships was wicked.
The team dynamic of the Inferno Squad is obviously very important to the story, but the team dynamic that you had with Paul and Janina and working and making this game. Can you tell me a little bit what that process was like?
Yeah, it was very easy really for the three of us to not only gel and kind of bond, but also to start talking very seriously about the relationships and the dynamics between this sort of triumvirate of fabulousness that is Inferno Squad.
You have a good amount of experience working in video games. Was there anything that was especially unique about walking into working on Battlefront?
I've voiced a few characters in some pretty sizable video games, but motion capture is always daunting. It's like making a film and a play at the same time. So you've really got to allow your imagination to flourish.
Let's talk a little bit about the Inferno Squad themselves. Del, Hask, Aiden, they have different specialties, different backgrounds, different personalities. How do you think that helps them work together?
You know, you need to have people who bring different skills. When Battlefront II starts, the unit is already set, and we know what it is that we bring, and we know what it is that we do, and we know what the hierarchy is. And Aiden is very much the commander. She brings focus and concentration, and this kind of resolute, never say die attitude. Hask brings this sort of razor-focused, zero compassion, zero empathy, yes sir, follow orders, get things done. Del brings enormous experience. What he also brings, because of his experience and the fact that he's had such a sort of broad spectrum of training in all these different arenas, is humour, levity, which I think is really important. Having that ability to cut through whatever it may be and crack a little joke at the right time, just to kind of remind everybody what you're fighting for, I think it's massively, massively important.
I think another level of that is that you're portraying an Imperial, and you're bringing a relatability and a personality to them. What was it like kind of telling the story from that point of view and showing that these aren't evil villains, they're just guys that are doing what they think is right? Exactly.
I think people looking at these Imperial soldiers and thinking, oh, okay, they're kind of just like the rebels, but in different outfits. Because of course, we don't know we're the baddies.
What would you say is the one thing that you want players to walk away from this game with?
I think just to sit back and kind of gaze in wonder and awe at how this Star Wars universe just continues to expand. And I think that that's going to be one of the things that players are going to enjoy the most, is it's a very, very Star Wars-y experience, but so much great new stuff. And again, for me, that was a privilege. This franchise has just continued to give us so much, and these mediums are cross-collaborating all the time, and I think that that is something that Star Wars fans, whether you're a gamer or not, will really appreciate about this project.
I can't wait to play it.
Luke Skywalker. I thought he was a myth.
Watching the Star Wars show.
As you know, as a loyal viewer of the show, we regularly ask you for fan submissions.
Well, we are very happy to announce that the Star Wars Tumblr page is launching a Star Wars The Last Jedi fan art contest.
All you have to do is submit art themed around The Last Jedi.
We're talking Old Man Luke, we're talking Rey, we're talking Porg.
Crystal Foxes!
Anything you feel like drawing from The Last Jedi is fair game.
The contest runs now through November 26th, and we have a complete list of rules and submission information at starwars.tumblr.com/submit.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. We don't have a name for the beautiful chip shuffler.
Well, now's your time.
So, I mean, the beautiful chip shuffler, you all know who I'm talking about, right? I wish we had a name.
That could be it.
Beautiful chip shuffler art, please.
You cannot jump on the Crystal Fox bandwagon.
I like them both.
You were hardcore Porg, and you
I
now
still like
just...
Porg. I can't like Crystal Fox?
My thing. I was Crystal Fox before you were Crystal Fox.
Wow.